So do you think if we're going to assume in the future that business is done through marketplaces, will marketplaces become everything they hope they will be? And what needs to happen from today to then to make that a reality?
Yeah, so we get to watch inside the marketplaces and be kind of advisors in the hallways in Redmond, in Seattle, in San Francisco. And I'll tell you that there's billions of dollars of investment to make marketplaces more than transactional.
Hmm.
Like we know for Amazon, for example, in consumer, when we go buy something, it gives us the long tail of products. It also gives us suggestions. It also tells us that people like us also did things like that. So in the investments in that, it's in a non-considered purchase. It's not 28 moments. It's 28 moments if you're going to buy a car or going to buy $1 million worth of software. I mean, when you're buying toothpaste, I mean, it's maybe 1 or 2 moments. You might just go and you might look at the reviews, you might look at the stars, you might go look at the recommendation engine, but it's pretty quick. But this is where these B2B marketplaces are growing to say, in those 28 moments, when I listen to a podcast like this one, when I read an ebook, when I go to an event, when I read a magazine, when I'm getting smart along the way, how much of that could be curated in that same digital marketplace way? And then as I start to figure out what the hundreds of opportunities to build a 7 layer stack are, who the platform and what all the integrations are, the marketplace is actually by name, place, and face, the ones that can start connecting dots. And now you layer in AI on top of that, which has always been this piece that we haven't figured out in 43 years. We now see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel to say, the 28 moments, that this old version of searching, 81% of people start with a Google search. Now you give me a list of things that I have to go click on and go find the answer, like a needle in a haystack stuff. Well, what if I could just tell a search prompt that I'm a marketing buyer in a mid-sized bank in Inverness, Scotland, and I'm trying to solve this very particular problem. It goes and reads the internet cover to cover, and inside that marketplace starts to connect the dots between services people that can help me, one of the 7 people that I will surround. They know me as a buyer. They know my industry. They know my country that I live in, the compliance. They know my segment. They know the products that make it up. They know the business models. So these are the people that are going to create the team.
Hmm.
Here's the alliances. Here's kind of what people like me have done in mid-sized banks in Northern Scotland. And it starts to move me through my 28 moments to that point. And that triggers the next 30 days and everything that I do to upsell, cross-sell myself, enrich the contract, the land and expand, which goes along with this, also gets managed through a marketplace. So ecosystem orchestration of all these moving parts comes down to one digital home, and all platforms come back to one digital home. And the tip of the spear is this marketplace login.
It's very exciting. I'm like getting, let's move this along. I want that now.
Well, why would you ask ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude or now, as of today, AWS's agent? Like, why would you go to some separate search engine? Why wouldn't you do those tools, those language models, but tie it into the marketplace that
Hmm.
can already start bringing in what you need to solve for? And marketplaces absolutely will grow alongside AI to make this whole life cycle story for customers.